Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Shreya's e-learning. In this video we will cover following topics. So let's see. So we will cover security services, security mechanisms and techniques for security goals implementation. So now we will see security services. So security services are related to security goals and attacks. So security goals and security attacks that we saw in my previous video. So one or more security services can be related to one or more security goals, and these services has been designed to prevent the security attacks. So security services are data confidentiality, data integrity, authentication, non-repudiation and access control. So data confidentiality. Data confidentiality is designed to protect data from disclosure attack. That is, confidential data should be protected. So it provides confidentiality of whole message or part of message and also provides protection against traffic analysis. So this is designed to prevent snooping and traffic analysis. That are the attacks on data confidentiality. Then data integrity. So data integrity is designed to protect data from modification, insertion, deletion, replaying. So it may protect the whole message or part of the message. So data integrity is security service for protection from threat to integrity. Now authentication. Authentication provides authentication of the party at other end. That is, in connection oriented communication, it provides authentication of the sender or receiver during the connection establishment, and in connectionless communication it authenticates the source of data, that is data origin. Another security service is non-repudiation, that protects against the repudiation by either sender or receiver. So here, with the proof of origin, the receiver of the data can later prove the identity of sender, and with the proof of delivery, the sender of data can later prove that data was delivered to intended recipient. So repudiation is avoided. Then another is access control. It provides protection against unauthorized access to data. Access means reading, writing or modifying the data, etc. Now we will see security mechanisms. So some security mechanisms are recommended to provide the security services which we discussed now. So there are security mechanisms such as encipherment, data integrity, digital signature, authentication exchange, traffic padding, routing control, notarization, access control. We will see them one by one. So first is encipherment. Encipherment is hiding or covering data, that is randomizing. This provides confidentiality of the data. Next is data integrity. So this mechanism appends the short value, that is check value, which is created by a specific process from data, and then receiver receives the data and check value. Receiver creates a new check value from the received data and compares the newly created check value with the one received. So if check values are same, then the integrity has been preserved, that is the data has not been modified or changed. Then next is digital signature. Using digital signature, a sender can electronically sign the data and receiver can electronically verify the signature. Next is authentication exchange. In an authentication exchange, two entities exchange some message to prove their identity to each other. Example, one entity can prove that she knows a secret that only she is supposed to know. Next is traffic padding. Traffic padding means inserting some bogus data into the data traffic to prevent intruder to attempt to use of traffic analysis. So here Sometimes in the morning time there is very less traffic, in afternoon time there is more traffic. So intruder can analyze this. So bogus data is added to the data traffic so that no difference can be seen in the traffic. So traffic analysis is become difficult. Next one is routing control. Routing control means selecting and continuously changing different available routes between the sender and receiver to prevent the opponent from eavesdropping on a particular route. So if you use the fixed route, then the intruder might know, okay, this data is transferred from this route only. And if you change the routes, then the intruder will not be able to identify, okay, from which route the data is going. So next is notarization. Notarization means selecting a third trusted party to control communication between two entities. This can be done to prevent repudiation. The receiver can involve a trusted party to store sender's request in order to prevent sender from later denying that she made such request. Next is access control. Access control uses methods to prove that a user has the access right to the data or resources owned by a system. Example, proof of access can be passwords or PIN. Now we will see relation between security services and mechanisms, that is, which security mechanisms can be used to implement security services. So data confidentiality. Here encipherment and routing control can be used. For data integrity, encipherment, digital signature and data integrity can be used. Authentication. It involves encipherment, digital signature and authentication exchange. Non-repudiation. It involves digital signature, data integrity and notarization. And access control involves access control mechanism. So now since we saw both security services and security mechanisms, so we know that there are many types of both. So here is a small help or shortcut to remember what are security services and what are security mechanisms, which I wanted to share with you all, which I used. You also can use. So here just remember this name, DCD ANA. So DCD ANA, this is a kind of name which I give. So DC means data confidentiality, DI means data integrity, ANA, A means authentication and non-repudiation, and A means access control. So using this DCD ANA, you can remember the security services. Now we will see shortcut to remember security mechanisms, that is RAAU DDITEN. So Rowdy 10 we can name it. So here R is routing control, A is access control, AU is authentication exchange, D is data integrity, DI is digital signature, T is traffic padding, E is encipherment, and N is notarization. So here are some techniques for security goals implementation, because we need some techniques to implement the security goals which we saw. So we can use cryptography, steganography. So what is cryptography? Cryptography refers to the science and art of transforming a message to make them secure and immune to attacks. That is, make your message random, so no one can eavesdrop your message or understand your message. Then three mechanisms are there. So symmetric key encipherment, asymmetric key encipherment, and hashing. So first is symmetric key encipherment. So this is also called as a secret key encipherment or cryptography. So here single secret key is used for encryption and decryption. What does this mean? So assume one sender is sending some message to receiver and another person eavesdrops the message. So he will understand the message. So here the sender will encrypt the message with a key and receiver will decrypt the message using the same key. So in simple words, a message sender puts message in a box and locks using a shared secret key. Receiver unlocks the box with the same key and takes the message. So both sender and receiver, they use the same key. That's why the name is symmetric key encipherment. Second is asymmetric key encipherment. This is also called as public key encipherment or public key cryptography. So here two keys are used, that is, first is public key and second is private key. So the sender encrypts the message using receiver's public key, and to decrypt the message, receiver uses his own private key. So here the receiver shows the public key or gives the public key to everyone, so that whoever wants to send message can use that public key, and the private key, it is only known to the receiver, and only receiver can use the private key to decrypt the message that was encrypted using the public key. Third is hashing. So fixed length message digest is created out of variable length message. So this digest is much smaller than message. Both message and message digest must be sent to receiver so as to be useful. Hashing is used to provide some check value. So all these terms we will learn in my next videos, and we already have seen the mathematics used in cryptography. So we will move towards symmetric key encipherment in my next video. Hope you liked my video. Do like, share and subscribe my video, and click the bell icon for more updates. And comment below your doubts and suggestions. Thank you.